Hi everyone, I'm Benjamin Lambert, and in this talk I'm going to present you my poster called Multi-Layer Aggregation as a key to feature-based out-of-distribution detection. Out-of-distribution images are an important challenge for medical applications. Indeed, the deep learning models don't know how to refrain from answering. For instance, if you train a segmentation model to detect brain tumors in T1 MRI, and then use it to make predictions on non-brain data, it will still produce predictions with very high confidence. Here we overlaid the tumor probability predicted by the model on top of the input images, and you can see that a lot of voxels are segmented with a probability close to 1, so the model is extremely confident, even if the input image is completely out of distribution. So there has been a lot of work on out-of-distribution detection in deep learning. Popular approaches are, for example, uncertainty approaches, such as the deep ensemble or Monte Carlo dropout. We have also unsupervised anomaly detectors, including reconstruction autoencoders, self-supervisions, or memory bank models. Another approach is supervised Senans that are trained to detect abnormal inputs using labeled data. And the last family of method is features analysis of trained models. In this talk, I'm going to focus on this last family of methods because it is a very active research topic. For instance, at the Unsure 2023 workshop, there are 3 articles on that topic. So we propose to do a benchmark of these latent-spaced out-of-distribution detectors, and we identified five of them in the literature that has been proposed recently. These 5 methods can be categorized into 2 groups. In blue, the single-layer approaches that collect the features at one specific layer, usually the penultimate convolution or the bottleneck. And we have in green the multi-layer approaches that collect and analyze the features at all the intermediate layers. To compare them, our benchmark is based on the tumor segmentation task in brain T1 MRI, and we explore 20 different types of out-of-distribution. The first category is transformation shifts, where we inject a noise or artifact inside the input image to make it out of distribution. The second type is modality shift, where the input image has not the correct modality. For instance, a CT scan instead of a MRI, or a flare sequence instead of a T1 sequence. Then in red we have the diagnostic shifts, where the input brain has an unseen anomaly. For instance, stroke lesions instead of tumor lesions. And finally, we have the far out of distribution setting corresponding to non-brain data. The first research question that we address is the following one, which is the best, single-layer or multi-layer approaches? And to answer that, we compared single-layer methods versus multi-layer methods on 20 different out-of-distribution scenarios. Also, we propose to implement a multi-layer version of single-layer methods to see if we can get an improvement of the performance. The second research question is, what is the importance of the segmentation architecture on feature-based out-of-distribution detection? And to answer that, we performed the benchmark with 6 different segmentation backbones using the MONAI library, including, for example, UNet, VNet, or transformer-based architecture. If you want to know more about the research question, please come and meet me at my poster, Multi-Layer Aggregation as a key to feature-based out-of-distribution detection.